Chelsea, we all know, has been hidden for the last couple of years, as the team has finished 6th and 12th in the last two seasons. To fix all their faults in the last season, Chelsea appointed Enzo Maresca as their new manager. And in his first season, he secured Chelsea Champions League qualification, won the Conference League, and made Chelsea champions of the world. Today we bring Chelsea to FIFA and see how many trophies we can win with them in 5 seasons. Cue the intro. What's going on YouTube, it is Reaples, back in another video, and today we are here with Enzo Maresca to see how many trophies we can win with Chelsea over the course of the next 5 years. Alright, here we are back with Chelsea. If you look at the lineup, you can see we have Gittins, Pedro, and Neto as our front three, with Palmer, Fernandes, and Caicedo in behind. The back four is the same as last season with Rob Sanchez, and then you can see the bench is very similar. We still have everyone that we need to let go of, and if we move over to the transfer hub, we can see the entire, short list and stuff like that. You can see we need to actually get Asugo back through the door. But other than that, we have Xavi Simons, who's linked to Chelsea, Morgan Rogers, who's linked to Chelsea, Garnacho, Hato, Shesko, and Mike Mignon, all linked to Chelsea. Shesko, Hato, and Simons are the fresh links. And then we know we have standing interest in Rogers, Garnacho, and Mignon. In terms of our transfer listed players, you can see we have Nkunku there. I'm just going to reject this for the time being. We have Nkunku, Amogu, Sterling, Bettinelli, Kepa, Disasi, Chilwell, KDH, Felix. I put Wesley Fofana up there just because I don't really have any plans to use him. Madueke, Broya, Ugochukwu, Nicholas Jackson, Chukwemeka, Petrovic, Bashir Humphreys, Renato Vega, Alfie Gilchrist, Alex Matos, all for up for transfer. And then we have Ache Ampong, George Moika, Caleb Wiley, Mike Penders, Kendry Pius, Mamadou Sarr, Amari Kellyman, Anselmino, and Giyu all on the loan list, which I expect all of them to be loaned out. We know Anselmino, Pius, and Penders are likely to go to Strasbourg. We know Caleb Wiley's going back to Watford, and then we expect championship loans for these two guys. Ache Ampong I know is going to stay, but I think in the game needs to develop. We know Pius going to Strasbourg. Don't know if Mamadou Sarr is staying with the team or not, but I'm sending him out on loan. And then Giyu I want to develop a little bit, so I'm sending him out on loan too. But we're going to go in for a couple of these guys, and I will see y'all when I do end up making some of these transfers. Alright, well, Chelsea have desperately been needing some left-back depth to Cucurella, so this made this negotiation very easily. As you can see here, we have brought Jarell Hato in from Ajax, meeting Enzo Maresca there. Yeah, a left-back that can play left center-half, obviously a very young talent from the Eredivisie, has been playing since he was around 17 years old, so, very excited to bring him in. And he comes in at, I think a 79. We paid 31 million for him, so a pretty expensive fee, but yeah, comes in at a B price rating and comes in at a 78 overall, but can play left back and center half. So you can see him rotate with the team quite a bit. And then we also were able to bring Asugo in, which you see right now. And I will see y'all when other transfers are done. Well, he was freshly linked today with Fabrizio Romano saying that he is interested in Chelsea and Arsenal. And in this game, he looks like a superb talent. 22 years old, very expensive transfer, coming from RB Leipzig. No other than our probably brand new left winger or right winger, Xavi Simons himself. Very expensive deal, very hard deal to get through. Came in at 89 million pounds. I don't expect that to happen in real life, but he comes in with an A price rating actually, at an overall of an 86. So you can see he's an excellent talent. Probably going to play on that left wing over Gittins. One of those versatile attackers that Chelsea are after, and you can see the best possible deal was 85 million for him. So yeah, an exceptional talent. Really happy to get him through the door, and obviously freshly linked with Chelsea today. So that's why I bring him in, and on to other targets we now go. Alright, well, we know Chelsea are in desperate need of a goalkeeper. Obviously, Robert Sanchez looked great against PSG, but in this game, he's just not feasible. So we bring in the player that we almost brought in on deadline day for the Club World Cup. 88 overall, one of the most experienced players in the squad, now the oldest player in the squad if we are to bring him in. And that is Mike Mignon from AC Milan. Pretty expensive deal in this game, obviously only 25 million pounds in real life. Don't know if Chelsea are going back in for him, but in this game, we desperately do need a goalkeeper, and that is what Mike Mignon does for this club. He comes in for a price of 50 million pounds, so double of what his real life value is. But he comes in at an overall of a 88, so a plus 10 on Robert Sanchez, plus 8 on Petrovic, who will be leaving the club. So yeah, really happy to you know, get the player through the door, and you can see the brand new lineup here. You can see we put Xavi Simmons out on that left-hand side, and now we have Mike Mignon coming through. So you can see the team looks a lot better. May look for a center half as we are in real life, but I do like the, Cobham back three that we have. If you want to go to tactics, you can see how we look with the ball. You can see, oh yeah, you can see us, making that box four of a midfield, um, and that back three of a defensive line. So yeah, that's how we look right now. Really happy to get Mike Mignon through the door. So yeah, that's how the squad looks right now, and on to more business. Alright, well here we are at the first day of the season. If we look at the lineup, it probably looks very, very similar to how we began. Um, Obviously Mignon and Simmons come through, and then you have Hato on the bench. But as you can see, we got a ton of the bomb squad out. And we have Lavia, Santos, Hato, Gusto, Tolson, Asugo, Gittins, Lep, and Badiashile on the bench. I'm going to move Badiashile for Sanchez just in case we need a goalkeeper. And then we have Colwill, Chalaba starting at the center backs, Cucurella and James on the right and left back. Then we have our usual midfield three of Caicedo, Fernandez, and Palmer, and then the front three of Simmons, Pedro, and Pedro Neto, and then obviously Mignon at the goalkeeping spot. If we look in terms of our squad hub, you can see the players that are out on loan for us. You can see Amari Kellyman went to Spezia in Italy. Waco went to Preston North End. Anselmino to Spain, to Espanyol. Pong to Sassuolo in Italy. George to Getafe in Spain. Caleb Wiley went to Crystal Palace in England. Marquis went to Toulouse in France, already went up +2. George went up +3. Pong up +2. In Moika already up +1. Pai is on loan to Fulham. I expect him to actually play a decent amount of games, as well as Penders, who went on loan to Bournemouth, and then Mamadou Sarr, who went on loan to Tottenham, and then everyone else above them is not out on loan. I am probably going to do some of the Clear Lake model, so I will show you what I will do. Basically, I'm just gonna, reset this and, take this all the way down to like 20 and move this up to like 17. And then just find players and buy them and loan them out to see if I can sell them for a profit eventually. That's the Clear Lake model, so that's what I'm going to try to do. But it is time to go to the first match day and see how we do. Alright, well here we are, it's match day 1, it's a battle of the bridge to begin the season here with Chelsea. I'm going to play this game just to see how the team feels. This is probably the only game I'm going to play this entire video besides the Champions League final. But yeah, good start. Y'all are going to see the highlights of this game. And can we score early with João Pedro finesse shot? Just goes over the bar. But yeah, just going to play this game out. Y'all will see the highlights of it, obviously the goals and stuff like that. But also a little correction on this video. The video is when we win the Champions League with Chelsea, and if we don't do that within 5 seasons, then it's just how many trophies we can accumulate. But the video does end once we do win the Champions League, but I'm hoping we get some prems and stuff along that way too. So yeah, y'all will see the highlights of this game, obviously, as we are up and running, and that's a yellow card. So yeah, I will see y'all when the highlights begin. Here's Cole Palmer in a dangerous situation. It was actually a red card for Pedro Porro. Palmer plays it out wide to Xavi Simmons. Does Xavi Simmons shoot? He does. And it's 1-0 Chelsea in the 9th minute of the game. Cole Palmer picks away the defense wearing the number 10. Couldn't get the new kits, but Xavi Simmons in his first game as a Chelsea player ends up scoring after the red card to Pedro Porro that he drew in. So a great start for Chelsea altogether. Oh, please don't tell me my game may have crashed. Nothing's moving. Hello? There we go. Some move. There we go. On other news, though, this is also a highlight. João Pedro got injured in the first game, sadly. So Liam Delap is coming on to make his Chelsea debut 9 minutes into the game because of the João Pedro injury. But yeah, I will see y'all at the next highlight. Okay, so slight little update. My game actually ended up crashing, so I just had to, try to get that goal back the same way. We ended up getting the goal, so we're back to 1-0 up. Ended up being able to get Cole Palmer the assist, but as you can see, I forgot to change the numbers once I got back in because I thought they were saved, so that's why Cole Palmer is back to his number 20 and João Pedro's number 10, and Pedro Neto's still number 14. So yeah, sorry for that. Definitely annoying that my game just crashed. I think y'all could see it happening. when, you know, the goal celebration went a little short. But yeah, and game ended up crashing. But now y'all will be back to seeing highlights again, hopefully, as this might actually be one. So hold y'all around for a little bit. Good through ball by Cole Palmer. Pedro Neto with all the pace in the world. That's a red. That should surely be a red. Oh, and also, we don't have the Tottenham red card. I forgot about that. But maybe that's one. It could be one. Destiny Udogie might be at the game. And that is. So now everything's perfectly simulated. Cole Palmer with this free kick here. We're going to just try to blast it in the back of the net. Oh, and off the bar. And does Reece James stay with the ball? No, he doesn't. It's going to be halftime. But everything is now back to normal. So I will see if there is more highlights in this game or when the full-time whistle blows. And Pedro Neto's on a break here. This could be 2. And that's another red. Should be. They play advantage. Bring it back. Bring it back. Well, we're going to wait to see if that's a red or not. Reece James picks the ball back up. Giving back to Pedro Neto, who actually slide tackles, does very well. Gets the ball back. Plays it in to João Pedro, who's in. Can he make it 2-0? He does! And it is 2-0 Chelsea against Tottenham in the 58th minute. And they might have a red card on the way, which would basically seal the game. Done and dusted. As you can see, João Pedro, the 2 debutants, Xavi Simons and João Pedro scoring on their debuts. Pedro Neto with the assist. Great play from him. Defensive work. And we will be able to see now, is this going to be a red card or not after they, show all the replays in the world, because that's FIFA. We will see. Is there a second red card? It doesn't look like there's a left back there. But no, it's only one red, it seems as if, right now. So, guess Tottenham get away with one there. They have a shot on goal. Mike Mignon saves, and I will see you at the next highlight. It was a corner for Tottenham, and our first 3 subs of the game are coming on. Delap, Gittins, and Hatto, all 3 new signings are coming onto the pitch to play in their debuts for Chelsea. Obviously, Delap has the Club World Cup, but their first Premier League debuts are now. Still 2-0 to Chelsea, obviously corner for Tottenham. That ends up going out for a goal kick. Straight off the back of that goal kick, we are actually in prime position to actually score a goal. Delap with the ball. He plays it to Xavi. Plays it through to Gittins. Can this be 3? It is! What a goal! Front 4, all one-touch football. It is 3-0 Chelsea, and we are running away with this game. It's going to be 3 points in the bag for Chelsea. The Battle of the Bridge is going to Chelsea. London is blue. It is 3-0. All 3 debutants getting a goal. Now we just need Delap and Jarrell Hatto to get goals. And, the 007 will not be there. The 001 wasn't even there for a majority of them. As Xavi Simons gets his first assist in the Premier League. And it is 3-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea switch play with Gittins here, who has the rapid plus. He's down the byline. Can he square it? He can. Liam Delap, can he score his first Chelsea goal? He can. It is 4-0. Oh my gosh. Every single debutant besides the defender has now scored their first goal for Chelsea. This is a dream game. Yeah, what a result. What play by Gittins down there on that left-hand side. Everyone's having a fantastic game. And yeah, 4-0. Might be 5, might be 6. Tottenham are getting absolutely hammered here today. And Delap scores his first Chelsea goal coming off the bench. That is now goals for Pedro, Gittins, Xavi Simons, and Delap. All in match day 1. Team looks great, and Tottenham get a foul for advantage right there. But yeah, I will most likely steal at the full-time whistle. I don't know if we will score another goal, but saying that, one-touch football here. Played out to Gittins, who has the rapid. Can this be 5? Can it be the perfect start to the season for Chelsea? Gittins with the little spin move. Can he finesse it into that bottom corner? No, he cannot. So yeah, I will see you at the next highlight or the end of the game. Our last 2 subs coming back. We have Andre Santos coming in for Xavi Simons, and then we have Romeo Lavia coming in for Caicedo. To close the game, 5 minutes left in this fixture. Just decided to, give them some minutes under their belt, get their first Premier League appearance of the season, and Tottenham have a corner. So it seems like every substitution we make is going to be from a Tottenham corner this game, as we used all 5. Ball to flex. Tottenham are still trying to attack, even though they have nothing they can really do. Can Chelsea counter here, though? Gittins down this left-hand side, all the pace in the world. Going to play it to Delap, who's through the middle. He's going to play it out to Palmer. Is this going to be a 5-goal? Oh, what a through ball from Palmer. It just gets deflected slightly by Pedro Porro there, who Had a red card in that first fixture, but not in this one. But the final whistle is approaching, so I will just keep y'all here for the meantime, because I bet there's only like 3 minutes of added time. And yeah, I got that spot on 3 minutes. So yeah, pretty much the end of the game. Chelsea will see themselves get 3 points here. Romeo Lavia picks the ball up, gonna play it across to Andre Santos, who plays it to Enzo, who plays it to the lap. This is beautiful. Plays it out to Cole Palmer, who's just running down this right-hand side. I moved him from the cam to the right winger position after substitutions. Plays it to the lap, who is sort of through, cuts back, plays it to Gittins, who plays it to Enzo. He's going to play it to Palmer. Can he get his first goal this season today? He's going to take it outside the box. Is he going to finesse this? No, he's not. He's going to spin, and he's through. Is this going to be 5? It is, and that is likely the final whistle of the game. Cole Palmer makes it 5 to end the game. What a start of the season Chelsea has had. Stepping up the mascot, referee is going to let this play and blow the final whistle. Chelsea 5-0 winners on match day 1. What a game, what a result, and I will see y'all at the middle of the season. Okay, well, slight little update with the squad. I did end up running the Clear Lake model a little bit, buying in youngsters like Keith Smith, Pedro Lima, Cole Campbell, Oscar Pereira, and Finn Jelch, all to come in. Obviously all going to be loan listed, but the idea behind this is that we're going to buy cheap and sell for profit. And Jahami Simpson came through the door as well. Amari Killiman goes out +3, but yeah, bring in youngsters to, you know, loan out, let them develop, and then sell for a profit is the Clear Lake model. So that is what we are doing right now, and something that we have done throughout the window. So now they will be loan listed and loaned out to other clubs to develop and then eventually be sold. All right, we are here in January, and let's see how the team is doing. We are apparently in second in the Premier League, 2 points away from Arsenal. Just lost more games than they have. The 2 more losses that we have than them has turned into draws for them, so that's why we're sitting 2 points behind them. For some reason, we're not in the Champions League. We're in the Europa League after finishing in 4th, but you know, top of the league phase, so not really going to complain there. That's pretty much a way to get guaranteed Champions League qualification if we do win the Europa League for next season. I don't know why we're in this competition after finishing 4th in the Prem last season. In terms of the Carabao Cup, though, we lost in the quarterfinals, I believe. Could be wrong. Yeah, Everton won 4-2 on penalties in the quarterfinals to move on to the semifinals, and they faced Man United, so it might be a Manchester derby in the final, or it could be in Everton versus Forest final. In terms of how the squad is performing, we can look and see, obviously, who is getting the game time and all that. You can see Gittins looks great. He's playing off that left-hand side. For some reason, Xavi Simons isn't getting the amount of games I want him to, which is kind of annoying. You can see Tyreek George is playing all his games out at Getafe. Obviously played in 6 Europa League games, which shows that, you know, he's playing there at a consistent rate. For some reason, Xavi Simons has only played 21 games. Hasn't really performed all too well. So, you know, not really going to change much when Gittins been our best performer behind Palmer. Other goal scorers, you can see here, Caleb Wiley's even getting game time too. Oscar Pereira went out on loan, as well as Pedro Lima, Campbell, Jelch. Only one are Smith and Simpson. Only ones to not go out on loan is what I meant. Romeo Lavia's only played 2 games, as well as Caicedo. That's not right. Something's messed up in the squad tactics. I'm gonna change this real quick. We can run something like this, or need something where Caicedo's playing CDM. No, I need Caicedo playing CDM so it doesn't, you know, mess up everything. Obviously not 3. Can we do like a? Yeah, this will work. That works. Yeah, okay, sorry, that just really messed me up because I thought Caicedo was playing this entire time, but he wasn't. But now both of them should be playing. I guess that's why Andre Santos had all those games, but this is how the lineup looks. Obviously, Gittins looks great as of now, and we are going to simulate to the end of the season to see if we can win the league. So I will see y'all then. Well, after being in the title race, we ended up finishing in second. Arsenal apparently just had an incredible season, finishing on 94 points. If we look at other competitions, we know we are knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Manchester City ended up beating Man United in a Manchester derby. If we look to the FA Cup, we actually did end up beating Manchester United in the final after beating Liverpool in the semifinal. Wolves in the round of or the quarterfinal. Who in the round of whoops in the round of 16 we beat Middlesbrough. In the fourth round we beat Charlton, and then in the third round we beat Oxford United. Um, in the Champions League, we can look at the Champions League final. It's PSG versus AC Milan, which is surprising because we took their best goalkeeper from them. In the Europa League, we ended up beating Frankfurt, so we secured Champions League qualification. But we also finished in second, so we're in the Champions League next season anyway. So it's time for some big name signings. Um, After beating Frankfurt 2-1, in the semifinal, we beat Juve 5-3. We beat Porto 4-2 in the quarterfinal. Um, in the round of 16, we beat Union Berlin 4-3. Didn't play in the playoff because we topped the league phase, not losing a single game. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely a successful season. If we go to the squad, we can look at the players who performed very well for us. You can see Mike Mignon with 16 clean sheets, good performance throughout the season. Cole Palmer 36 and 16 went absolutely mad. Gittins as well 34 and 12. Ja Pedro with 32 and 11. And then big drop off, but Pedro Neto with a good season, 20 goal contributions. Xavi Simons still didn't play as much as I wanted him to. Reece James played a lot of football. Caicedo finally getting back in the team, which is good to see. Um, so yeah, I will see y'all at the beginning of season 2, and if we make any signings or send any players out on loan. Well, maybe the only signing of this summer transfer window is someone that can play the left back, left center back position. Going to be a very vital piece of this defense, something that we desperately needed to improve on. We had Joel Hatto playing there last season, and he didn't develop at the rate I liked, so I felt, we needed to bring in a star-studded name, plays along Caicedo in the national team, as well as Kendrick Paez, coming from Bayer Leverkusen for a transfer fee of around $65 million. It's the Ecuadorian, it's Piero Hincapié. Really good player, has been linked with Chelsea for a while, actually. It's why I actually went in for him. Um, B price rating, I ended up just paying around 65 million. 85 overall, though. Gonna slot in, gonna be a great player right away. Um, Easily our best defender on the team. You can see the short list, pretty much the same. These are like blue co guys that you buy and sell for a profit. Um, but yeah, Piero Hincapié is in the squad now. You can see he's going to slot in perfectly right there. And then we are actually going to move Hato to the bench. He's going to take Chalaba's spot, or actually no, he's going to take Towson's spot. Excuse me. You can see the bench is developing well. Actually, Gittins looks great. But Xavi Simons is now a left winger at the 86 overall. Everyone looks great. I think what I'm going to do for this upcoming season actually is put Gittins there and Simons there. So Gittins gets game time. Sucks for Pedro Neto, but I think Xavi Simons is a great player. But yeah, that is probably one of our only signings this summer transfer window. So I will see y'all at the beginning of the season, most likely. Here we are at the midway point of season 2. You can see we're still 2 points behind the league leaders. Just seems like a constant trend for us, but we're ahead of Brighton and Fulham. I guess they're having incredible seasons. Ahead of Liverpool, actually. Newcastle, Manchester United. Oh, whoa. Lost the Community Shield, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can see Millwall's up in the league alongside Southampton, Leeds, Leicester City. But yeah, Fulham and Brighton are in 4th and 5th. We're 3rd, 2 points off the top, which isn't the end of the world. If we look at the FA Cup, we drew Bristol Rovers in the first round. Newcastle have to play Arsenal, which is intriguing. And the Carabao Cup, we are still in it against Aston Villa in the finals. Likely a matchup against Man City if we do end up winning that matchup. In the Champions League, we are actually flying. Won 4, drew 1, lost 1. The game we lost was against Betis, but then we ended up beating AC Milan as well as Bayern Munich, who were down in 22nd. We lost to Betis somehow. And then I don't remember who we drew to. We can look. Beat Bayern Leverkusen. Who did we draw to? There we go. We beat Milan. Not in January. Drew to Rennes, I guess. If anyone watches Omega Luke, that's one of the biggest bogey teams in FM24. But yeah, great start to the season. Team looks great. If we go to Squad Hub and see our statistics, we can see who is performing. Cole Palmer, obviously one of our best performers of the season, 25 and 11. Pedro Neto playing very well, 12 and 5. Gittins 11 and 6. Joe Pedro not playing that great, but hopefully he kicks on later in the season. And I guess where would he be? Is he just nowhere to be found? Xavi Simmons just can't score, I guess. Not playing well at all. But yeah, no business was really done in the summer transfer window. I don't expect much to be done this window either. I'm pretty content with the squad. Just let them develop and continue to move forward. So yeah, I will most likely see y'all at the end of the season, or if we make the Champions League final, which actually seems feasible. So yeah, I'll see y'all then. Alright, so we are here at the end of the season, and as you can see, we did end up actually making the Champions League final. We beat Villarreal 5-2 on aggregate, beat AC Milan 5-3 on aggregate, beat Napoli 5-4 on aggregate, and then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. If we look at the Premier League, we can, obviously in the Champions League final, look at cup competitions, lost to Man City in the Carabao Cup, actually lost to, oh, no, wrong competition. How do I go back there? We lost to, where are we? Yeah, we lost to Bristol Rovers in the third round of the FA Cup, but whatever. In the Premier League, we got third place behind Arsenal by 2 points, who were behind Man City by 9. So not really close competition in the Premier League, but, you know, ended up securing Champions League qualification for next season if we do not end up winning this game here. If we look at statistics, you can see Cole Palmer had an immense season, 40 and 16. Even Xavi Simmons picked it up a little bit. I'm actually going to start him in this final because he has 6 goals in the Champions League, which is the most besides Cole Palmer. All his goals came in the Champions League for some reason, so I think, you know, he deserves to start in this final, considering how good he has been this tournament. So yeah, I will see y'all at the game. Alright, well, here we are at the Champions League final. It is Chelsea versus Liverpool, an all-time fixture, very historic fixture in the Premier League, but now it has gone continental in the Champions League final, which has never actually happened before. Definitely have had 2 Premier League sides go against each other. We know Liverpool and Tottenham have done it. We know Chelsea beat Man City in the final. But Liverpool and Chelsea have never played each other in the final of the Champions League, which I think is a little surprising to me. Oh, also Chelsea Man United, but we don't speak about that. But yeah, a little surprising to me considering these are 2 of the clubs with the biggest European pedigree in England. But it's never happened before, and I will see y'all when there are highlights in this game. But this might actually be one. As our second top goal scorer, Xavi Simmons, shoots, and it is a goal. No need for showing when y'all when the highlights come. The highlights just come straight away. Chelsea are 1-0 up 6 minutes into the Champions League final. Xavi Simmons, the top goal scorer of the Champions League other than Cole Palmer, scores for us. 7th goal of the season, scores a massive one in the Champions League final, starting on that left-hand side. It is 1-0 to Chelsea against their England rivals in Liverpool. And now I will see y'all if there are any extra highlights. Cole Palmer's twisting, turning. Can this be 2 very quickly? Can Chelsea just see away this Champions League very early? Finesse shot, Cole Palmer. It is tipped away by their goalkeeper. Is that Mardashvili? Or I can't tell. Enzo Fernandez going to cross the ball on, though. Can we find Levi Colwill? No, we cannot. It falls to Pierre Nkapie, starting the Champions League final in his first season. Bad pass there, and, you know, we'll see how when the next highlight comes, I guess. As Gittins is running down the right flank. Can he find anyone? No, he's going to pull the ball back, finds Enzo Fernandez. There's tons of space. Can he find this pass to João Pedro? He's going to look for it. João Pedro's through. Is this 2-0? No, it's not. Xavi Simmons with another shot, and it inches wide. It could have been 2-0 right there. Game, set, and match was so close, but Xavi Simmons just inches it wide for Chelsea in the 20th minute of the Champions League final. It's a great start to this game, though. We have looked great. No real chance for Liverpool just quite yet. They have been playing some good football, though. But obviously we are 1-0 up. As Cole Palmer just picks the ball up, he's just going to graze around the grass with the ball at his feet. Gittins is in the box. João Pedro is there. Can he finesse this into the bottom corner? No, he cannot. It inches wide again, and I will see you at the next highlight. And now Cole Palmer picks up the ball again. He has been excellent in this game so far. Just spinning, turning. Finds Xavi Simmons. Is he onside? Yes, he is. He's going to shoot. Is that 2-0? It is. Xavi Simmons just can't stop scoring in the Champions League, and it is 2-0 to Chelsea. Chances are just flying for us. Liverpool just look disjointed as a side, and it is 2-0 Chelsea in the Champions League final. It looks like they're about to be on cruise control to win it all. Their 3rd Champions League here in Germany in the Schalke Stadium, which is actually quite intriguing. I've never seen that before. Yeah, Cole Palmer just delivering a masterclass alongside Xavi Simmons. It is 2-0 to Chelsea. And we will see if Liverpool can retaliate or if Chelsea just continue to run away with this result. As Liverpool have a chance here. They have a shot. Mike Mignon with a great save. And that is my cue to tell you I will see y'all at the next highlight. As Jamie Gittins has the ball down this right-hand side again, he's going to play it to Cole Palmer. This short little pass here. Cole Palmer twisting and turning. He's going to finesse. It doesn't go in the back of the net. João Pedro heads it down to Xavi Simons, who shoots again, and it goes wide right. Could have been 3-0 there, but, you know, good chance. Can't really finish them all, and Xavi Simons already has a brace this game, so, you know, got to give him a little bit of leniency. And, yeah, the highlights just keep coming in this game. We are playing amazing football right now against Liverpool, who haven't really had many attacks in this game. You know, kind of just get here and then do nothing with it. But saying that, Cody Gakpo with the ball in, header across, Cucurella with great defending, Curtis Jones with the shot, it gets blocked, and can we counter here? This is going to be a very long highlight. Ball to João Pedro. Is he going to play it? No, he's going to play it out left. Xavi Simons cuts in. Trent Alexander-Arnold cannot defend. I don't know what that slide tackle was. Enzo Fernandez in the middle of the box, and nothing comes of it. Could have had the shot there, but just gets deflected off his foot. Reece James cannot pick up the ball there. Levi Colwill does, and I will see y'all at the next highlight. Xavi Simons with this ball inside the box. Is this another highlight? Can it be? No, it's not. It is halftime, and I will see y'all whenever there's another highlight, I guess, because don't really have to show y'all the start of the second half. Jamie Gittins, again, being very dangerous with the ball down this right-hand flank this entire game. Passes it to Enzo, who has nothing come out of it. Yeah, not really much of a highlight there. I expected more of that, but Cole Palmer kind of just stopped in his tracks. I was trying to aim for him, but this is a good moment to say, if you have enjoyed this video so far, please be sure to like and subscribe. It's taken all day to record after my news video. I just started recording this, and it has been at least 5 or 6 hours by now. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, as we are in the Champions League final and about to win our third for Chelsea, unless Liverpool can do something. Playing great football here. Caicedo overruns that tackle. Colwill, can he do something? Cucurella, no. And Jan holds, and that is the end of that. Substitutions coming on now, and it sees Enzo Fernandez go to the bench for Andre Santos. Then we have Delap coming in for João Pedro, and then we have Pedro Neto coming in for Jamie Gittins. As can Liverpool have a shot here? Is it going to be 2-1? It might be, but Caicedo is just dominating that midfield, and can Chelsea counter here? That's the question that we are all asking. Cole Palmer holding the ball up, waiting for Xavi Simons to make that run. He ends up doing that. Makes the run, plays it to Delap. Delap gets the ball, plays it to Palmer. Palmer's through in the middle. It is going to be 3-0. Almost surefire. It's Cole Palmer. We know what time it is. When Cole Palmer has the ball inside the box, we just know those arms are going to be shaking across his shoulders. It is 3-0 to Chelsea. We are running away with the final, and it is going to be our third Champions League as a club, as the third goal goes into the back of the net by Cole Palmer on his weak foot, his right foot, which is a great shot into the back of the net. Great play by Chelsea there. It is 3-0. They're absolutely running rampant in this final. Been an incredible performance. And yeah, we can pretty much make 2 more subs if we really want to, but gonna keep this lineup out. Obviously want, you know, mainstay players to be in the side when we lift the trophy. And for final celebrations as well, I think all players would like to be out there. Xavi Simons has been incredible today as well. 2 goals. Caicedo just disrupting the midfield the entire game. Here comes Delap with the work rate. Can Chelsea counter? Can it be 4 in the space of 2 minutes? Same way that we scored 2 goals at the beginning of the game, can we score 2 towards the end of it? Pedro Neto is going to cut back. He's going to play the cross in. Xavi Simons can't really get anything to it. And Andre Santos is going to play it to Caicedo, who's going to play it, and it gets intercepted, and that is the end of that highlight. It's a Chelsea counterattack. It's a 1-on-1. Pedro Neto against Murillo of Nottingham Forest. Great interception by him. Is trailing towards the end of the game. Seems like it's about the final whistle's about to blow at any moment. Into the 89th minute now. Yeah, pretty much game over. Just came back for the final celebrations in the 89th minute, 90th minute now. More substitutions for Liverpool, as I believe they just conceded the result. Ekitike is actually up top for them, which is funny. Obviously, we know they're linked to him in real life. As Xavi Simons is on the charge, is he going to go for his hat trick or not? No, he will not. He's just going to play conservative. Trent Alexander-Arnold actually with the interception. Don't know if they re-signed him back, because I did actually move him to Real Madrid before this. But Nkapie with the interception, and that is going to be that, I think. Yeah. Full-time blows. Chelsea are your Champions League winners. Chelsea win 3-0 in the Champions League to win their 3rd Champions League in club history. Celebrations, jubilation, fulfill the fan base, as Chelsea have won the Champions League. Well, here comes Chelsea with the Champions League trophy in front of them, ready to lift it. Reece James, club captain, is going to come down and lift the trophy for us. And this is the perfect time to say, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, as here comes Reece James, ready to lift the trophy. Chelsea Champions League winner for the third time. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, it's Repost. I'm out. Peace.